The reason why I will make sure your husband never becomes president is because of what you know you have done. I swear to God, on my last breath, I will never forgive you. And you know what you have done, including those 2 NPP MPs. You know, I swear to God, I will never forgive you. One of the most dangerous people on this planet in Ghana politics, Samira Bawumia. But I will also take my revenge. Maybe you might not survive it. You would have taken what I cherish. I will also retaliate and be ready. Protect everything that you cherish.
Hey, asamaba obi kan asam no aye critical. Yes, asam na aye critical. Edem pa na Samira Bawumia akwakoye Kevin Eko Bedu Taylor. Abusua asam no se de neni esi abre a kyese o ka se osyo on life no. Na se wutimu se ade a eye Samira Bawumia ye Kevin de na se eso papa. Na abusua waba bonti aba be chechinsim mu a o se Samira Bawumia nti anhwe ya eye Dr. Bawumia na so beye se eye 2028 abato ebekoso no na ye na enim 31st nsema etwagu ye efa eye MPP eye presidential primaries etwagu ye. Yes, eye Kevin Taylor aka ho asem ani na no ebebo e de room strategies bia eye MPP for no so e de eba 2028 ni na no eye Kevin Taylor etumi akyerɛkyerɛ mu a just why expose MPP for no poto ni nsem ni na no ebusua ebebo e de room but me so say ni dim say na de di kan obacha na iso a na ni dim awomia subscribe button wo mi abel na wanting like video no so na bibia enye kama pa abusua answer ne bebora NPP omo abato ne omo strategies a say omo de eba for 2028 no abusua asem bia Kevin Taylor eka e de afa Samira Bawumia ho no ensem no ano so papa.
And Samira, I didn't want to say this. Me keep it the same way for some time now. Samira Bawumia, listen. So nim say me wo ma e de say wa. Unim say me wo yire I also wo kunu. And let me tell you, I will not forgive you. And you know what I'm talking about. I will never forgive you. You are diabolic. You are dangerous. But I will also take my revenge. I will never forgive you. And your husband needs to ask you what you have done to me that I am saying I will never forgive you. The reason why I will make sure your husband never becomes president is because of what you know you have done. I swear to God, on my last breath, I will never forgive you. And you know what you have done, including those 2 NPP MPs. You know. I have kids I love. I want to see my kids grow. I want to see my wife, myself grow. The same way you want to see your kids. Omano, you want to see them grow and see your husband grow. I swear to God, I will never forgive you. And I have kept this for a long time. I never spoke about it. But today, I wanted to wait for your husband to be elected as the flag bearer. And I'm saying this because I want your husband to ask you. You are very dangerous and diabolic. You have done your part. It is time for me to do my part. I don't talk that much. But one of the most dangerous people on this planet in Ghana politics, Samira Bawumia. Oninikunus Bawumia, they are dangerous people. And Samira has made Bawumia a devil. We're turning into a devil, all because of power. But I swear on my life, I will never forgive you. Because what you did, you knew what you wanted. And you know I know. Mashada na man kan wasema till now. Meshada, I didn't say anything. I kept quiet. You and the 2 MPs in parliament, NPP MPs, you know. But I will also take my revenge. Maybe you might not survive it. You know what you did. And I know what you did. And you know I know. Sibia odo enchine. You want to live for a long time, the same way I also want to live for a long time. I don't talk too much. I don't hold personal grudges against people. But say, and I'm telling you today, I will never forgive you. Because I want to take care of my kids till they grow. The same way you also want to do that. So today I'm sending you that message. I am doing this because of what you have done. and you will cause your husband a lot of mess. You will cause Bawumia a lot of pain. And I'll see to that. Because me nya baby am family na nsi engina ya. You would have taken what I cherish. So I'm telling you, you are a very diabolic woman, a very dangerous woman. Everything that comes before you, you want to clear it. And you be clear. You are a very dangerous woman. You are a very dangerous woman. Say Bawumia ni moba on the sorry and be very careful. But you have also poisoned him. So he knows what you can do. But I'm telling you, you will not get away with this. With me, you won't. I will retaliate. Masada, I'm holding on to this till the election was over. I will also retaliate and be ready. Protect everything that you cherish. Protect every single thing that you cherish. Everything. Because I did my best to protect everything I cherish. That's why I'm still here. So you also have to protect everything you cherish. Utimu nya dinchen ubiao. Utimu enya dinchen ubiao. Eya tumi keke. If it is not for you, it is not for you.
Just what's on the live so the net is a 7 critical, yeah, I critical and pat. Because you check Kevin Tiller and the necessity ya bro the Casa Sibuya, there's a Dr. Bawumia and an aso ebeyese 2028. Or say just say presidency, you know, and Nadu Buma Kunyana da, and then the 2 Esiso, there's a Kevin any abre. Abushia, Yamu Rem now for 31st a year NPP presidential a year about to a course we prime minister, no, Kevin Tiller, me actually quite fast so. Dr. Bawumia etumi ewene ya honorable Kennedy Japan elusu poto.
Bawumia won the NPP primaries with 56.56. Let me tell you, the honest truth is Bawumia won with 56.8. Bawumia, he won with 56.8. Now, let me tell you people, when I posted this figure, and Kametumaka 56.3, Kametumaka 56.4. I could have said 56.5. I could have said 56.6, 56.9, 56.7.8. But I stayed at 56.8. There was a reason why I stayed at 56.8. So ask yourself, why is it say all the numbers that people were throwing around? Why didn't I say 56.1, 56.2, 56.3, 4? Why didn't I say 56.5? Why did I choose 56.8? I chose 56.8 because that was the number, or that is the number Bawumia is supposed to get, and he got it. I didn't just say the number. I just didn't come here to tell you, say, Bawumia benya 56.8. I told you what we did, the job we did. In fact, in my presentation, I made it clear to Ghanaians and say, Bawumia benya 56.8. Bawumia benya 56.8 now. Kennedy will get 40%, 40.3. Now, and Misaka said, the 3 now makana omenya 2.9. When I was on the show that day, I told you, Kennedy is dropping numbers. Even in fact, that night I told you, from what we are seeing and the shift in the scale and the way they are pumping money into the system, Kennedy Japan will be losing numbers because Bawumia is pumping money. Mesaka Omishon said Bawumia was not going to cross 56.8. I was very emphatic about that. Because when we did our polls and did our research, Bawumia was never going to cross 56.8. And see, we did our work and we knew what we were talking about. Now, along the way, even before the polls closed, in fact, my team posted on our page, say, Kennedy Japan at a point had dropped to 32%. Because we still saw the decline in Kennedy's numbers. We still saw, say, Kennedy Japan was losing the numbers. And it was simple. When you add, team, do this for me. When you add Kennedy Japan's numbers he got, that is 23 or something, to Brandy Champon's number, you end up at the 40.3 I talked about, plus 3 minus 3. Team, get me the exact number. So add Make a chance about Bawumia benya 56.8 exactly. Make a say he cannot cross it. Other man 54. Other man say 56.5. Man say 56.3. Man say 56.9. But make a chance say 56.8. He cannot cross 56.8 because the kind of work we did on Bawumia and the MPP primary soon, Bawumia can never cross that. And I made you understand, say, Kennedy will get 40.3. Now, at the end of the day, Kennedy airdrop about 23. And you came to post on our page. Mr. S, if you can get me that post and the time you posted it, I'll be very happy. I want people to understand what we did. Along the way, we posted, the voting was ongoing, and we said, Kennedy was dropping votes. He had dropped to 32. Now, so calculate Kennedy Japan numbers. Now, calculate Brady Champion numbers. Now, Kamboma, it is around 40. Now, let me show you what changed. Kennedy Japan, business. Thank you. These are the EC numbers, right? Okay. My team said, EC numbers. Let me put the EC numbers on it. These are the numbers from the EC. Let me put this one up here. So, EC numbers in here, 56.48. Now, I know for a fact, the NPP decided not to give Bawumia 56.8 because of me. Samira Bawumia and Bawumia them made sure that their numbers do not get to 56.8. They can drop it anyhow, but it should not be the 56.8 I said. These are the numbers from EC, 56.4. Now, Canada Japan, Enya 23.7, 18.53 against Brady Champon. Now, when you add 23.76 and 18.53 plus 3 minus 3, give me the final figure of a year. Because before that, I just say, let me show you. I showed you this. Mr. Kennedy Benya then 40.3. Bawumia insisted, say they should not give him 56.8. They should drop it a little bit. I know, because he felt to say, why should Kevin Taylor predict my number for me to get that number? But I control his spam. His spam count, I control it. So he cannot do anything about it. Now, let me show you this. 2 days ago, this is what we posted before the elections. Yeah, be 2 days ago, before the elections, echo off, no, and that's what movie, no. Kennedy's front collapsed last minute with Brian eating into his numbers while Bawumia held his ground. He now lingers around 32%. That was halfway the voting. Kennedy's numbers were dropping, with Bawumia emerging as ultimate winner. The connected camp could not match up to the Bawulated camp. There's some, but I wanted you to know that we made you understand, say, Kennedy's numbers were dropping. Now, when you add Kennedy's numbers, Kennedy and Brian Champon, omu mienu oka omu number ni boma. When you add Kennedy number no and Brian Champon number, now what do you get? Now I'm going to tell you what actually happened. Emma Kennedy Japan, Eluzi, all these numbers. See, Brian Champon. When you add Kennedy and Brian Champon's numbers, you get 42.29 plus 3 minus 3. It means it still falls within Kennedy Japan's numbers. So add the Brian Champon number, any Kennedy Japan number, you get 42.29. Now, what happened was that on the day of elections, Nipa Bebriana almost trying Kennedy Japan to give them money because this elections, no, it was money driven. When we did our research, majority of Yesika Nina Eko Bawumia so we were very confident of Bawumia's numbers. We knew what Bawumia was going to get. It did not matter. We knew Bawumia was going to end up at 56.8. We knew he wasn't going to go up. He wasn't going to go down. He was going to stay there. And he could never get to 57. We knew for a fact Bawumia was never going to get to 57. So whoever predicted 57 was wasting their time because Bawumia was never going to get there. That is why we were emphatic about the number. I could have said 57. I could have said 59. I could have said 56. I could have said 55. I could have said 52. But I was specific. And I just didn't say 56. So I said 56.8. The 8 was very important because when we did our work, we knew that there was going to be an 8 there. What happened on election day was that Kennedy Japan felt to say ne hampers na wachicha no. Kennedy basically was sharing hampers. The delegates they did not care about Kennedy Japan hampers and omoche. They were waiting for physical money on election day. Now that is where Kennedy got it wrong. Brian Champon kept a lot of money for election day. Inti omwana omokwakotoma Kennedy Japan no. So we study videos and was system no nyina. The other thing say Brian Champon coordinator and say sikani nyambedru ye. Brian Champon coordinator and say sikana ba omo anche ni ye. Brian Champon, but you never heard people say it's a Kennedy sikani bedru because Kennedy thought to say sir hampers now the cheche omo. It was going to take them through the election day. No. Majority of omo na munye ready so beto Kennedy no. Brian Champon strategically intervened into Brian Champon during the election day. He started paying. So now, so be beso beto Bawumia. Now the Kennedy Japan are disappointed on election day. Now what he has to do is to fall on Brian Champon's money. Into majority of Kennedy Japan's followers now they were expecting Kennedy to just drop something for them. Kennedy failed, you know. They basically took Brian Champon's money and said, "Metwama Bawumia de Kennedy and Brian Champon. Make Kennedy ni supporter. Kennedy and Fosikana, we are all influenced by money. We are here because of the money. It is a Metwama Bawumia. I know he cannot win 2028 there. Then I would rather give it to Brian Champon." And you saw the shift. Brian Champon on your superpower in the election zone. Brian Champon was tactical in how he spent his money on election day. So Brian Champon made money ready the day of elections. Kennedy Japan made a mistake. He lost focus. Martin said people are arguing, say, because of Kennedy Japan, Koka say Bawumia is a liar. But Kennedy Japan has always stood by Bawumia being a liar. On changing or not. There's no difference from Kennedy has been saying that in all his campaign, he had made people understand that Brian and Bawumia and So it wasn't that video Kennedy did. That video did not make any impact. The impact was on election day. Brian Champon capitalized on Kennedy Japan's absence, paid money, and he got a lot of his vote. So the numbers Brian Champon got, he tapped it from Kennedy's numbers. So at a point, you saw, say, it was getting late. That is when they started calling Kennedy Japan's son, say, he should release the money. Because you see, they were holding on to the money, thinking, say, the dad has campaigned so much, the people now have taken, they have absorbed the dad's money message, and that they will vote. They didn't know, say, you needed to put icing on the cake. Because MPP delegates, you know, it does not matter how they love you, they will take money. It's a party a principle behind. It does not matter the language, the message, it does not matter. They will still take your money. Apart from saying Kennedy, they were still waiting for money on election day. And you saw a video of Kennedy Japan's son. Now your man instructions say, release the money. He didn't understand.
Okay, all right, I'm coming. Let me call him because the last time, let me call him now because last time when I spoke to Coleman, he said he gave somebody 1,000 and he had 90,000. I'm like, what? You know, like everybody's 100. You can't lie that. Yes, sir. I'm doing it right now, sir. I'm doing it right now. Yes, sir.
Hey guys, come back to you.
Okay, all right, I'm coming. Let me call him because the last time, let me call him now because last time when I spoke to Coleman, he said he gave somebody 1,000 and he had 90,000. I'm like, what? You know, like everybody's 100. You can't lie that. Yes, sir. I'm doing it right now, sir. I'm doing it right now. Yes, sir.
Hey guys, come back to you.
So when the money came in, it was late. They were calling the Ashanti region, we are losing grounds. People are waiting for the money. The money is not coming. The icing on the cake is not here. And Brian Champon capitalized on it. So on election day, Brian Champon made money available. Brian, throughout his campaign, didn't spend money. All that he was doing is, he would prepare nice lunch for them. He would go and talk nicely. And his killer punch was, election day, I'll pump all the money in. And that is how he was able to enter Kennedy's numbers. So Brian is not any super force in NPP. Majority of the people who voted for Brian, they didn't vote for Brian because they think Brian is exceptional. No, they voted for Brian because he was the one who came in to put the icing on the cake. It was his money that gave him the 18%. That 18% was Kennedy Japan's vote.
Na just baby agana ya duru ne de akwakwa sika ana de to aba enye omai no kanko da bi enye no ne ye hwe sika ye beche a yebedi ne sada na eno anase timamufo no anase delegate no omokogye ya omugina so ede eto aba abusua Kevin Taylor expose wa expose MPP fo no ekwan mo fa so a omudi sika ewuwemu ema aye Bawumia etumi win over aye Kennedy Japan a ono no sika no kyese na ne ba etumi ahodi sika na when release sika no amfa nkonkoma delegate no amomanto aba no amfa ma no abusua ye fa no ento nchem new strategy bia kyese Kevin Taylor echema aye MPP fo no epeso omode eba na 2028 Bawumia etumi efa aba no eno anasese ne de or this a big expose we ababeto a or the expose MPP fo ni na.
The NPP were a new strategy after Omuyi Bawumia. And the question here is, what is new about Bawumia? So we check it about Bawumia Ediwini primaries where. Let me tell you for a fact, I don't hold anything against Bawumia. I don't hate him. I've not even seen Bawumia physically with my eyes before. So I don't know how he looks like. I've seen him through glasses, videos, TVs. I have not personally seen Bawumia that he's walking. So I have nothing personal against him. But I want Ghanaians to understand, if a political party elects a flag bearer, now flag bearer, no, about half, in fact, half of the parties, say, he is not somebody we can rely on. He cannot govern. He is not a leader. Why should we as a nation, come together and still give power to that person? So what's the idea? The Bawumia team, you know, they are adopting a strategy. They adopted a bottom up. They have adopted a strategy, and that strategy two things. And I want to speak to the NDC communicators. We will do politics. We will analyze. We will sit back and we strategize. Now, what they are doing is that they are trying to buy sympathy for Bawumia. Now, what we are going to do from now is that we are going to separate competence from sympathy. In this always steady MPP before this year, they want Bawumia to talk like John Mahama. Into Okasa, you know, lower your gestures. Bawumia is not himself now. Also, win election. He doesn't sound confident. He does not look happy. Now they are trying to mold Bawumia in a sympathetic way because they know Ghanaians, you know, that part of us that is sympathetic to everything, no, that is what they are capitalizing. They want to capitalize on. And right now, no, what they are doing is say they are trying to create Bawumia like the John Mahama type. You know, John Mahama naturally is somebody people like. He's naturally accessible. He's naturally kind. His aura calls for people liking him because of the Unyamedia channel. John Mahama does not force himself to be liked. John Mahama sometimes makes some decisions. People around him sometimes can say, we didn't know you were that funny. And he does not even think about it. It is natural. It's the aura he carries. Now they want to create Bawumia in the same image. So they are now going to strategize by going the sympathetic way. But I want to tell Ghana for say, right now, it is not about insulting Bawumia. It is not about calling him names. Because when you go on Google, everybody knows Bawumia is a liar. So we are not going to spend our time on Bawumia is a liar. No, we are not going to do that again. Right now, what we are going to do is, we are going to separate sympathy from competence. We are going to question Mahamudu Bawumia's competence. It's not about sympathy. So what they want to do now is they are going to start making Bawumia go out in somehow tattered clothes. Oh, strategy for the UC team. Get me those pictures. Mr. S, can you get me those pictures, please? Get it for me. Let me put it on the system. They are going to go back and make Bawumia look like Obia Time Bawumia. Obia Ntimin kana Sabomano. Bawumia na Ghana for Jojo no. Bawumia, you start seeing him going to places and Ekufuado Okoto Dame. Ubonso Okobo Spa. Ubonso Akako Pie Pensioner for Fie. He is going to start that. What they want to do now is they know Bawumia, when it comes to competence, he has failed. Now they are going to try and buy the sympathy votes from now. Until they are going to start presenting Bawumia to say a janka. The same way they presented Ekufuado like a janka. Oh, at a point, Amoma Ekufuado Eshe Kambu Tantaibi, James Tantaibi, no Nam Ghana, no Bias Ekufuado de, Wawunim, Ekufuado de, no one Hano, no one Fano, Ekufuado de, or Yare. No, that is how they are going to mold Bawumia. It is a steady conversation and their line of argument. Bawumia possesses leadership traits similar to Mahama. It is a steady. Now Bawumia is speaking with a teleprompter. He's struggling to speak. He is not a teleprompter person. He is not sharp enough to even position himself well that people wouldn't even know that he is not that smart. From today, you will see them trying to make Bawumia look like JM. They are going to start dressing Bawumia like JM. They are going to make Bawumia speak in a certain way. Now they have told him, your voice is irritating. People hear and they get angry. Try and make sure when you are speaking, let your vocal, make sure that they are going to try and turn a monkey into a pig. With all due respect, I'm not saying Bawumia is a monkey. It was just a statement I'm making. They are going to try and change a monkey, and they're going to try and present a monkey like a pig. And that is going to be their new their campaign strategy. But what I want Ghanaians to understand and then say, we have crossed that path of saying Bawumia is a liar because we all know Bawumia is a liar. We have crossed that path of knowing Bawumia is corrupt. We all know Bawumia is corrupt. He, through his colleagues, his family, they have stolen a lot. We have crossed that place of calling Bawumia names. I am not going to do that. We are at that point of questioning Bawumia's competence. Competence. That is what we have to be questioning now. So I would like to talk to Ghanaians and the NDC communicators. Attacking Bawumia will not solve any problem. Question Bawumia on his competence. What he's bringing on board. His track record. What he's campaigning on. What his message is. Because Akorakora on the streets of Ghana and himself, Bawumia is a liar. I am not going to say it. Obianim, I'm not going to waste my time and sit here and make it look like Bawumia is say, Bawumia munafiki. We all know. Bawumia, we know is a Muslim on kind of cray. You know Bawumia or no or Obia or Kwabosom. We all know. So we are not going to talk about that. There are evidence, video evidence to that. Right now, we are going to separate sympathetic campaign from competence. We are going to question Mahamudu Bawumia's competence, and that is what they wouldn't want you to do. Until right now, no, they are going to create Bawumia a JM, a fake JM. Now, when you try to question Bawumia, or you see, we should take his person out of the campaign is about to do. The NPP, Bawumia, they want everything to be about Bawumia's person. Oh, Bawumia, or anti-Sejimijimi, or Sati-Sejimijimi. Or can I say, we are going to refrain from that because that is not what the people want to know about Bawumia. Into the moment we go that tangent, the moment it becomes about Bawumia's personality, the moment it becomes about what Bawumia does with his wife and his wife, then he starts to get sympathy from Ghanaians. Because then people be like, hey, Debia Bawumia, no, I am with. But right now, we are not going to be like, it is about his person. It is going to be about his competence, what he can do. Ejuma obetumi aye. What he brings on board. What is his track record? And when you follow Bawumia's campaign, he was not able to tell the delegates what his track record is and what he can do. And that is something that the Bawumia campaign is trying to hide from Ghanaians. They are going to come with a sympathetic thing. Right now, no, the moment they get opportunity to speak about Bawumia, all that they are going to say is say, oh, you are all attacking Bawumia. Bawumia the wire thing. I don't Ghana for there. Mosoria Bawumia kwandi na mobo. I don't Ghana for there. Mosoria muya Bawumia say na Bawumia then no. They want that sympathetic thing. They are going to adapt the Ekufuado strategy of they saying Ekufuado there near sold to be the president da Ekufuado there ono there unim se Ekufuado there on pe bone but only to me my Ekufuado no unu de Ekufuado here. And we are not going to toe that line. Right now, we are going to separate sympathy. We are going to separate personality. We are going to question competence. It is from today, it's about competence. It is not about Bawumia Yawai, Bawumia Munafiki, Bawumia said Jimmy. Bawumia, no, I don't have time for that again. I'm not going to do that. I don't have time. What I have time for is I am going to question Bawumia on his own track record. You see, let me show you this. This is what they want to do. This is how they are going to present Bawumia now. And they are going to use the Ekufuado principle, Ekufuado playbook. This is how they are going to present Bawumia from today. This is how they will present Bawumia. He's going to start that thing. He's going to couch a lot of sympathy. And this is how Ekufuado did it. And from today, you will see his style of dressing will be different. From today, you will see his style of talking will be different. They are going to try and present him like JM. You see, he has started trying to speak from the teleprompter, which he is struggling. You see right now, his posture when he's speaking, mic condition minimum, he is still trying to act like JM. He wants to present himself like JM. But that is not what we are looking at. We are looking at the personal part in 50% is all one pen, no. The competence, his track record, what he can do, what he did. So this is what they are going to be doing, and they are going to do a lot of these things. Yes, Bawumia will be going around meeting chiefs, dressed somehow in a way that you'll be like, hey, Bawumia pana, waba from San Obwa. He is trying to get in the heads of the people. This is how his campaign, Ekufuado strategy, this is what Ekufuado did. Man oversized shirts, man oversized pants, almost was a kaki kakrakabi, not a jeans be. Ekufuado be the president, who's be an addressee. The space is $80,000. They know what is right, but only with a gun of weight, Jimmy, and you'll be seeing a lot of these things. Do not get it wrong. This is the Ekufuado strategy Bawumia will be adapting. Nana Danko Ekufuado was entering people's home and eating fufu and banku with them. But at a point, Ekufuado was carrying his own chair to go to these people. Nana Ekufuado was telling the chiefs in these communities he visited to stand up and greet him. And that is how they are going to bring Bawumia out now. They are going to repackage Bawumia in the image of John Mahama. But we all know, like the aura John Mahama has, 100 years to come, Bawumia can never have that aura. They are going to force Bawumia to be who he is not. All because they want to win the sympathetic side of Ghanaians. A lot of things happen there. Because this is what they will be doing from today. This is how they will be presenting Mahmoud Bawumia. But what we care about is his competence. We are not going to deal with personalities again. We are not going to deal with how he dances, how he speaks, how he does his things, his body language. We are not going to do that again. Right now, every time Bawumia speaks, we will question him on his competence. We will question him on the 8 years he got, what he did, how he was not able to solve some matters, the opportunity he was given, why he wasn't able to deliver. So from now, it is not going to be about personality. It's not going to be about Bawumia is say, Bawumia is say. We are not going to do that. And that is what they don't want us to do. Because you see, the moment we start to put aside the sympathy part and question his competence, Bawumia cannot cross 32% in the 2028 elections. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot cross the 32% in the 2028 elections. Bawumia will linger around 24% in 2028. Now, like I said, the playbook of Bawumia, the playbook of MPP, and Amechrono, because right now we know, say Bawumia and the flag bearer of the NPP. And I am doing this because I want Ghanaians and especially communicators of the NDC to understand, do not attack Bawumia's personality again. Yeah? Samira Bawumia is going to change the way she dresses. From today, she's going to wear mayafi from top to down. One of the most deceitful snakes in Ghana politics is Samira Bawumia. From Ende Kono, she's also going to move from expensive clothes. She's going to move from expensive materials. She's now going to go back to the basics. She's now going to be more mayafi. But Samira Bawumia is also going to adapt the Jezebel kind of politics, whereby she's going to cover her face. She's going to make sure she's going to make sure she covers all her fake hips, the one like Uche was hitting. So she's going to also start pretending. Today, when people went to visit them, they saw Samira Bawumia. She was in gown. Samira Bawumia, she was in gown today. She did not put on any crazy makeup. she has started entering the heads of Ghanaians because Onimsa Ghana for Jimmy. Mr. P, get me a screenshot of Samira. I'll show you. Today, MP before the court, Samira of all people, she was in gown. Now Shamaya from the Triso, Wakata Nenim. Samira is at home. We saw Samira wear shirt, folded shirts near the day, or shirt jeans, or shirt skirt, but for some reason, from the day Mahmoud Bawumia, we need primary, Samira ebeshe gown, or beshe mayafi, Kopim said 2028, and that is the strategy they are going to adapt. Team, before I move forward, you need to send me, and I know people saw Samira. That is their game plan. That is how they operate. This is the typical Mahmoud Bawumia MPP style of politics. From today, Mekacha Ghana for, let's not waste our time on personality. Attacking Bawumia. We all know Bawumia is a liar. Let's put it aside. We all know Bawumia cannot do the job. Let's put it aside. We know Bawumia, he dances offbeat. Let's put it aside. We all know Bawumia, he's not coherent. Let's put it aside. Now, we need to question Mahmoud Bawumia's competence. And that should be the conversation. That should be the conversation. It is a study. And Samira Bawumia. And from there now we need elections, Ever seen there? This is how she's dressing. And there was a lace. And the lace in the channel. And the Samira shakettings. And the Samira akatali trimunyi na besine nasi. Because she knows from now she needs the sympathetic part of Ghanaians. Onimsa Ghana for Jimmy. So a disease and a snake like Samira has started. And this is something that she's been doing for years. So let's not get it wrong. These are actors. But we are not going to go. See, I'm never going to attack Samira personality. I will never do that again. I will never attack Mahmoud Bawumia's personality. I will not do it again. Every time I talk about Bawumia, I will talk about his competence.
Yes, I come more person more fast so represented Dr. Bawumia Edema Ghana for no necessary a sympathy way and more pay edino afaso but and then the competence a better so be to me aye adwuma na say man kwan so omrambe o mampani e wo Ghana ha che say enya no kwan no mo hwe so say obetimi aye na wontumi nye but almost that presenting no e wo kwan bi a Ghana for be feel sympathy e de amano no wetumi dia we 2028 abano enemrim Ghana say the Ghana for youth na ni esi abrene de ene e be ye dem papa ene omunso musapo munsuo dem adwuma no betuma ya omfa no mangu akwamu no mo start enye ho campaign abusua akere wadwen efa ensem a eye Kevin Ekobedi Taylor ebeka ye ene expose a wa expose MPP foni na ene asem obeka ye de fa Samira Bawumia so onfa ntene da je say ni wo mpaso kura no still na obetake ni revenge ansana obeden obekwa awakọ na Kevin ananani abre dendende a ono so betutu bi edema Samira Bawumia abusua akere wadwen e wo comment section aha eye inside GH meso say ni dem say na dey di kan ba channel so a na wa mi subscribe to no mi abro na e want like video no so na bibia enye kama pa aha ena abusua me de usi makra